Hello and welcome to another virtual reality live session. I'm Nino and yeah, it's great having you here. Today we're gonna paint a little bit in Quill. Actually, we're gonna do the Quill Weekly challenge. It is from the virtual animation Discord server. There each week there's a topic and then you just create something around that. And this week's topic is Last of Its Kind. And I wanted to do like a little special scene, but I'm just gonna talk about that a little bit more in detail when we're in Quill. And now I'm just gonna check the sound. Alright, at least everything is working. Today I'm here alone, so because I'm also in VR, I can't check that much when it comes to sound. So if you have any request, music louder or making it a bit more quieter, then just tell me and I can change that. Yeah, I'm super excited to be back in. I had a little bit of a pause because we're like in the crunch time of our project and we couldn't show that much without like showing the whole story. We finished George's Journey, a VR experience. Maybe we're gonna do one more live stream where we just talk about the experience as a whole and how it worked out in total now. But yeah, that's live actually since a couple of weeks. I think it's maybe like 3 weeks from now. It is available on Oculus TV. You can watch it there. And we're super happy with like, yeah, with the feedback in general, I can say, yeah. Good. I think I don't have anything more to say, so I'm just gonna jump into VR. It's gonna take, as always, it's just gonna take 1 minute, and yeah, then I'll be back. I'm just gonna test one more thing. Just gonna write a question right here. Just gonna check if the chat is working because we're live on YouTube and Twitch. But it seems like, yeah, it's working. I can write something in both, so it should be connected. That's great. So I'm just gonna jump over into VR and then we can get started. So see ya. And I'm back. So I'm just gonna do, as always, some little adjustments so I can see the chat. I'm just gonna put it up here to check. All right, there is the chat. I'm just gonna put it somewhere where it's... All right, there it is. And I think that will be all right for now. check. All right. And I'm ready. And I think I can jump into Quill. So, like I said, the topic of the weekly challenge this week is last of its kind. And I was thinking about, what could I do regarding that topic? Or actually, I didn't think that much about it. To be honest, it just came to my mind. I recently heard like an audiobook. It's a German guy. His name is Robert Marc Lehmanns, and he's actually like writing a lot about animals, wildlife, and stuff like that. He's a photographer as well. And yeah, and he talks about like one experience where he meets how is it called, a Sumatran Rhino, and because it's not the last of its kind, but there aren't that many left, sadly. And I kind of like, he describes it in his book like in quite some detail how it was meeting that animal. And I wanted to put that in a painting in Quill. And I already started yesterday, just a bit, like half an hour. But I wanted to like finish it up in live stream. I thought, why not go live again and just show this workflow and have a chat if anyone is here. And yeah, just doing it. I'm not quite sure. I'm just gonna check. The music is, I don't know, seems alright. Yeah, Quill, you want to see Quill? Please, there it is. Let's go. Alright, I'm kind of a little bit out of the flow, I would say. And I just noticed that, maybe the focus of the camera isn't right today. I'm just gonna check that. Not gonna take that long. All right. Focus should be better. I had it set like somewhere to the right. Now my stuff is not resetting. Now, there it is. Alright, now we can finally really start. So I can show you what he looks like and how I want to do that scene. Alright, I'm just gonna open it. I think I have it somewhere here when I go to just Quill. Yeah, there it is. So, as you can see, that's him. That's the guy I was talking about. And that's the version I have so far of him in Quill. I mean, it's not super bad, I would say. I'm trying to get into a little bit more detailed work. I mean, with our story that we did, we kept it very low poly because just of limited time frame. And yeah, but this time it's just one scene, so it's not like a whole movie we're gonna do, not a whole short. It's just this one scene when he is in the jungle meeting this rhino. Or seeing this rhino for the first time. And, yep. Hey, what's up, Siege? Nice having you here. Yeah, low poly. I think it's, it was like super necessary for our short to be able to do that. But actually, I was kind of happy to do it that way in the end, because if I'm gonna start like this, like I did right here, I mean, it's not super high detail what I'm doing here, but I'm just a little bit afraid that I can't keep that, like the level of quality or the level of detail in the whole body. So that's where I'm struggling a bit. Yeah. I let's see where this goes. So, because I'll have to... Yeah, I've seen some of your stuff and what you do when you're in a live stream, and I would totally say, yeah, sometimes I think you're a bit insane, maybe, but I'm really just trying to get into it right now, with a little bit more detailed stuff, because like one of my experiences, I did like a scene, I did like a little town square in Italy. So this was the theme I was going for, and it was just, I just created it, and I never saw that publish button. So I didn't even think about publishing the whole thing. I didn't even know that it was an option. It was like one of the first things I did. And then I saw the optimization panel, and I'm just, yeah, I saw the optimization panel, and I just kind of died as I saw it. But yeah, you're doing the opposite. Yeah, the stuff that Studio Cyro does is just so great. I really love it, and I think this is just something that you kind of have to see just to believe. Like, once again, that even this simple art style can look so pretty and tell a story so great, but it's so hard to do, even when you want to have great lighting and stuff like that. Yeah, but again, I'm just now I'm just talking, but I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna do it right now. I think I'm just gonna try to remind myself how to copy stuff. So I'm just gonna try it right here. Yeah, you copy to a new selection. That's what I wanted to do. Then usually oh my god, it's all down here. My gimbals and stuff. I'm just gonna have it. Oh, right, it's looking good. Yeah, I'm just gonna copy that left side to the right and see what that looks like. So I have transform turn on. Yeah, but yeah, Siege, thanks for following. Yeah, I'm kind of like starting this process right now, not really knowing how detailed it has to be in the end, because we have a jungle scene, and I kind of have to limit the environment, I guess. You can't look that far, but I think I'm just gonna take a little bit of a look at different scenes from other ones, because yeah, I'm kind of thinking like the scene of Goodbye Mr. Octopus, like from the technique point of view, like, because they didn't use that many trees, but it really looked like a jungle. But I'm just gonna focus on the face right now. I have to go a little bit forward. Oh, for me this like flipping thing is always a guessing game. Alright. That's always the thing. I didn't put it up perfectly in the beginning, and as always, that's hurting me right here. So I just gonna go in just a bit and with a grab tool, just fix it like this. Because I'm actually trying to have it like finished this week. I don't know how like realistic that is. Yeah, flipping is always like, even in Photoshop and stuff like that, when you just and when you say crashing, I'm immediately gonna save. But yeah, that's the thing. I think in Photoshop and Illustrator and InDesign, I think they have it all mixed up. Like the one program when you gonna mirror horizontally, they're actually mirroring across the horizontal axis, but sometimes it's not. It's the opposite. Even if, I mean the programs are from the same company, so I would just expect consistency there. But not even there you're safe. Always messes me up. I'm just... on the one hand, when this one is finished, thanks Niels. On the one hand, when it's finished, I would love to have him actually, to have Robert see this whole thing. But on the other hand, I'm kind of afraid that he will be a little bit or feel insulted if he sees how I drew him. Alright, but I think the main idea is there. Just gonna merge it down now. And I'm just gonna try to fill up the beard right here. Super sloppy, but I don't think anyone will look down there. So I'm always just trying to make it work somehow. I mean, we have to change color a little bit, but I think like from the starting point it's good. And maybe I should really just go in there and just try to... I don't know what is the better technique now, to actually try to make his face like very detailed and then just thinking about how I'm gonna do the rest, or if I'm just gonna now move on and see if I can even like retain this level of detail with the rest, and then later on decide what to do. Because I think when I'm now spending like too much time on his face, that the rest for sure won't be ready in time. That's looking alright, but this one ear is... don't know what that's doing right here. Put it a little bit like this. Okay, I would say I'm happy with that. Just gonna add a little bit of shadow later. But maybe I'm just gonna try it right now, because I struggle so much with shadows in this program sometimes. And we're just gonna try, and I think this is now... I would now consider myself, after doing that VR project, I would consider myself quite, at least somewhat experienced. Like, not a total newbie, but on the other hand, like doing stuff like this is still new to me. So let's see how it can turn out. Right, that's way too much. Yeah, I think the thing with lighting in Quill, it's like, I mean, I'm working with other 3D programs as well, where you just have your lighting like calculated for you, and I sometimes really wish that would be in here, but on the other hand, I really love Quill for not including that in here, because then I would just get lazy and just do it that way, and it would lose like a lot of its character in a way. And that's why I kind of... Oh, my tracking is... Why is my tracking off now? Alright, I can't use my right trigger at the moment. Alright, I have some tracking issues right now with the controllers. Never had that before this way. Maybe I'm just gonna save. I don't know if you can see it, but no matter where I put my arm, this is just staying. It's only keeping up with the rotation. Maybe it's because of the lights. I don't know. Yeah, I think I actually don't know. I think I'm still at default settings, so I don't know, but I never had issues with that. But yeah, so you mean like, for example, with when you mean more precision or purposeful on surfaces, you mean like when you go in right here and just want to, like, I would love to do now is just paint it in like just on top right here and just paint it down. But of course that's not possible. Just on the edge. I think that's what you might mean right there. Because yeah, that's one thing that would be great if it was possible. Oh, so you mean you have like an actual infrared light in your room, so it doesn't even have to be bright? That's how it works? Because the tracking just works with that, or the camera? Because I was thinking about that too, to get one of these. It was always great when I worked on the project, and I was just working and just painting stuff. And suddenly I was thinking about, oh damn, this tracking is starting to get a little bit flimsy. And then I just noticed, alright, it's just dark outside, and I just have been working on the scene for quite a while, and the sun was just slowly going down, so there's infrared lights that are cool. Yeah, I think these infrared lights are like not expensive at all. If I'm right, maybe I should invest in that in the future, because I think it's just super cool. Even I don't know if you play any games as well, but from time to time I play some games in VR. And why am I even messing around with this line anymore? I mean, it's like I just totally messed that up. But yeah, I think a lot of people are saying that like the immersion is not that great because you have such big light leaks down here. And when you can turn all your lights off, that's just not a problem anymore. Oh, Lone Echo. Yeah, I got that as well, but I got it in a sale, but I didn't find the time yet. Oh my god, what am I doing right here? I didn't find the time yet to actually play, but I play the multiplayer version of it. I would call it, with the same I think it's the same developer and the same engine and stuff like that. It's Echo VR, so the more like sport game you can play. Yeah, got something like a VR cover as well, and I think they're actually right now they're again like I think they're handing out like other facial covers, Oculus, because the original one like did some irritation on the skin of some people. And I think they're just back ordering everything right now. But I also switched, especially because I think what's really nice about these other covers is because you can wipe them so easily. So if you want to share your experience in VR and have friends try it or family members, anything, it's nice to have just the opportunity to just make it clean afterwards, especially if they gonna play something like Beat Saber or stuff like that, because they don't expect like this stuff to be like any exhausting, but it really is. I'm just gonna make a new scene and not new scene, new layer, and I'm just gonna try to that's gonna be like super hard for me. Try to shape out his body first. I'm not good at sketching in VR yet, so I'm just gonna have it blocky like this at first. So I'm just gonna do it like this. So I'm still not really into the sketching part right here, but I'm just gonna try the usual stuff right here with the big block first and then building around that. Because I want detail, but I'm not gonna like do it super stressful with everything being perfectly painted as other people do it. But that's just because of the fact that I'm just not there yet. Not that I didn't want to do it very detailed, but I think I just couldn't do it yet. Still have a lot to try out and learn. But actually I'm thinking about the pose I want him to be in before I'm just gonna paint. Because like in the last times I painted something, I always had like when I did George, for example, for our VR short, I already had in mind that I have to animate him in a lot of different scenes. So I actually painted him like in a typical T pose or just standing like this. This was just something that worked really well for me, but now when I'm thinking about it, I mean I have him right here and I just want to have him in one pose, so it's actually like behind the he's gonna be hiding behind some bushes, and I'm just thinking about how he would sit there, because I don't have to paint him like in many different poses, so I'm just gonna paint him directly into the one I want him to be in. So maybe it's just that's gonna be a super rough sketch. I'm not gonna pretend I can do something beautiful with a sketch right here. Oh man. It's always just great. And I just want him to hold his camera just like this, because he's not... I mean, I think he did some pictures when he was there, and yeah, it's just gonna be camera right here. Or let me reset. I'm just gonna make him hold on to his leg right here, and then I want the other arm to hold his camera somewhere like that. And just gonna watch like this, because I think in the first moments he wasn't like immediately, he was so stunned by the animal that he just didn't take the photo right away. So I want to capture that moment, and that's why he's gonna just hold it down there. Yeah. So let's try building the arms. So he's gonna have a t-shirt. So he has a t-shirt on. So I think it's a sketch layer. Turn on the opacity like a lot. So I have him here. The t-shirt. It's gonna go up like this. Just want to have like the one side. I'm just gonna do one side, and all right, Siege. See you later, maybe. Nice having you here. Yeah. So I'm just gonna try to do this a little bit of freestyle stuff. Oh, didn't see you. Consulting back at it again. We're not gonna do the Porsche today. But soon, I promise. I'm gonna try that, but let me get some practice in painting this stuff first. So just like this. And now I'm just gonna try to make him look a little bit more muscular. I think that's working quite all right. And what I'm always gonna do this time is just when I'm at some edges right here, I'm just gonna try to clean that up. I still don't know what's the best brush to do that with. I'm just gonna do it with this one right here. I'm just going in and at the edges and just stretching it out like this. Have to have nice edges around. And then I can just, like always, copy paste my best friend in Quill. Let's see how that looks. That's looking better. All right. Have him like this. Oh, now to the part. I really hate hands. Oh my god, that's gonna be. Hands are just something just don't know how I could possibly do them like looking good, but I'm trying my best. So thumb's gonna be on the inside. Or am I just gonna take the easy route and just have him like more like glove-like look right here? I think that's all right. And if you're wondering, always when I'm just looking up like this, I'm just checking the chat, so don't be wondering what I'm seeing up there. Yeah, I kind of like that. It's all right. I'm just gonna. I'm first gonna put in at least some detail. Yeah, but like I mentioned, actually, like our VR short film, George's Journey, a VR experience, is actually out now. So everyone can watch it. Everyone that has, of course, an Oculus Quest 2 or Rift headset. Or I think also if you would have like, or use something like an HTC Vive or something like that, you can use, I think it's called Revive, the program. With that you can also watch or also play games and run programs from Oculus. But yeah, it is live now. The feedback so far has been like really great. It was really nice, and it's just cool having some people seeing the whole thing that we have been working on for more than 2 months. Though it's just awesome seeing that and getting a little bit of feedback. And I'm just gonna go in now and paint this part just a bit, because I just want to have like this more like t-shirts styled stuff right here. So I'm just gonna paint one stroke and just stretch it out, and now I can put it here and pretend like this is the actual end of the t-shirt. And then I'm just going in with that color. Look how far I can fade it up here, and that's working great. Don't have to use anything more than that, and I think it's working quite alright. But this side is not, so I'm just gonna pull it down, and actually I'm just gonna grab it and make his shoulder go up just like this. And then I'm just gonna fill in the rest with a stroke like this. So maybe I can just copy again. Don't forget to save. So I'm actually like I said, this is part of a audiobook I heard. I'm not I'm not quite of a reading guy, so reading is just something I really I think I would really like it if I wouldn't get so tired like instantly when I'm reading. I mean, I just want to say I can read, but I also can read longer paragraphs without falling asleep, but it's still like I just like audiobooks more because I can actually do some other stuff besides that. I can also concentrate on a story that way quite well, but still I'm able to do anything else, and if it is like just cleaning up the room or painting in VR. I really like that aspect of audiobooks. But I think I'm kind of getting away with that. And he's gonna have a backpack, so we're not gonna see that much of him that way. So I'm just gonna try what happens if I'm just gonna pull down his arm. Right, there we have another thing. Alright, I'm just gonna copy the whole thing because I don't want to paint in like that much light right now, because I haven't like really figured out where the light actually will be coming from, so I'm just have like contact shadows right here. That's what I added. And I have this layer, and I'm just gonna flip that. Alright, let's go. Actually did it first time. Oh, come on. The tracking when I'm looking down there is like super bad. Maybe because the lights are so strong. But I didn't have any issues with that. Like, I don't know if that could be a problem. I'm just gonna put it up here. And he's gonna be holding his camera right there. Or maybe even he's holding it up like this. Alright, next. Pants. Just gonna grab another color. Just gonna go in just like this. I think long trousers are a must when you're in such an environment. I'm gonna have him right here, and then I'm just always like, for now, I'm just picking up colors. They're already in there, so I'm not stressing about that much about colors. And I'm just gonna paint in that thing just a bit, so I have his trousers like this, and I'm just going to add like a belt. I think that's gonna work out quite well. How long I've been in? Alright, just about an hour. Not really, like, but close to an hour. I think I'm just gonna do an hour and a half today. Just wanted to pick up the habit of streaming again, because I really enjoy it, because it kind of also pushes just to create stuff, because as soon as you in the moment you're doing that announcement, you kind of have no choice anymore. I would just describe it like that. And really, it just pushes a bit to go in and create. I'm just gonna move that picture. And go back in. Right here. All right. Yeah, I'm just really like, I just want to get into the whole thing a little bit more. So I'm just gonna try to do the weekly challenges, because that is something I think it's great, because you just have like, of course you have to come up with an idea, but it's at least you got a topic, or yeah, something just to think about, like a general direction you're gonna go in. And like that with the Quill Weekly challenge, because you don't really have to just, yeah, come up with something like from scratch. And I think that way, especially if you just don't have like the time to think about stuff the whole day, then it's super awesome if you just have this opportunity to just have this little phrase, like in this case, last of its kind, and then just do something out of that. Alright, what color of boots? I'm just gonna grab the same one here. I think these boots would go up quite a bit right here. At least to there. Yeah, so I'm, like I just said, I'm just kind of fading out a little bit right now. Like I said, I want to do this Quill Weekly challenge from now on, at least trying as much as possible, just because it's like with every program and stuff, like skills in general, you just have to practice. You won't get any better by watching other people draw the whole time. That helps when it comes to certain techniques and stuff like that, but in the end, being able to apply these things is just something that you can't just learn from watching. You have to do it, and that's why I want to do like this Quill Weekly challenge on a more regular basis now. Oh my god, this shoe's not looking good at all right now. But I hope we can fix that. Just gonna show how actually you would tie these things. Just gonna go in like this, this, this. Just gonna do it. Actually, you can just go in and just do it by hand, so that it's like this, and it's going up the whole way. So it's just like this. How does it work with his shoes? They have like usually like something like here and there. We usually just go in for the last couple of times, but I'm just gonna add them right here. And I'm just gonna do a little bit of curve right here. Come on. Yeah, just like that. Oh, okay, that's not really how it works, but they're way too big. I'm just gonna pretend like it's from where it would go there. It would go like more like this. I just want. I really should just Google how a shoe works. Oh my god, like a boot. But I think it's actually from like this perspective, I think it looks quite alright. I like it. So yeah, I think I'm just gonna go or stick with that in general from the direction. Now I'm just gonna try to say that here is a little bit more of the righter side right here. And I'm just gonna fix his butt right now, because this can't stay like that. We have to cover it up just a bit. Like once again, like grab tool is your friend. Just trying to use it for so many things now. Like now for me, like it is really hard to just create stuff after doing the short film without like having optimization in mind the whole time. But I think this character so far should be like quite easy to optimize, like it looks like now. But think I'm gonna put on a new layer, and I think I'm just gonna do the backpack, and maybe that's where I'm just gonna end it today. So having backpack straps, so I'm just gonna start it right here, just putting it all the way down, and as always just pulling up for the first time to have like a general idea of how the thing should move, flow, you could say, around its body. And here it will just connect. Yeah, just like that. And I'm just gonna try to don't have that much intersection right here. Let's see how this works out. So, looking quite alright. Just gonna have a rough sketch of how the backpack could look like. I'm just gonna put something down like this. I'm gonna work with a very simple shape now. And I'm just gonna go and attach it right here. And attach it down here. I think that's already quite alright looking. I don't think we have to do like very much details when it comes to like the actual dimensions, but what I want to do is like, of course, have some of these straps right here. So just gonna pretend I know where you're gonna open this backpack, so it just put one big zipper. It's called zipper, guess so. Just gonna put one of those zippers up here. Just gonna form it, pull it down, and there we go. That looks at least kind of symmetrical, but yeah, so we're gonna have the backpack right here, and I'm just gonna make a gray thing that's let's do that a darker gray. I'm just going to put a little thing right here. Then I'm going a little bit on the lighter side and just put a handle right here. Just like that, and I think it looks quite alright. Just gonna repeat that because you usually have like this system with double things right here. Yeah, and I think it's alright. I'm just gonna go forward that from the general idea. And maybe what would be pockets that you would have? I think like one more up here, like for sure, just for you. Just little things. The outdoor community, like guys that actually are totally into stuff like this, in these outdoor equipment and things, would just hate on me after seeing that because I'm doing it all wrong. It wouldn't be practical at all. If you know it better, where to position zippers on a backpack, please let me know. But what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna add like a pocket right here where you can have more like for drinks, and I'm just gonna put in like something that maybe can reassemble like a little bit of a drinking bottle right here. So I'm just gonna put it here. Have like a bit brown cap. Just have it on here, just like this. Let's go. I think it's really it's slowly coming together. Really, I'm quite content. We're happy with the whole thing for now. I'm just gonna add like some more of these zippers. At least one right here. And I'm just trying to get right here. Nice. That's quite alright, I guess. I'm just gonna paint in some more shadows down here. And that's looking great. Quite how I liked it. Just gonna paint in some more detail right here. Great. And then I'm just gonna rip a little bit of that. And yet just wanted to say just a little bit about the actual book. I mean, it's a German book, so I can't recommend it to everyone, in case you of course speak German. But I think it is quite interesting to read. It is about like quite like a hard topic, so it's not like really nice to read because you get like reminded of so many things going on around the world when it comes to animals and stuff like that. And just about treating the environment. It's not like a super fun thing to be to just read about. However, what I must say is that I mean, just the way he's talking about the whole stuff makes it a little bit more more easy to digest, I would say. Because I mean, it is just about like not that much about what we're doing with the world, but more like what are the things that are actually worth it to fight for and to save what is still here. And I think it is a quite important message, and kind of he can bring it across in a way so that you can like for real listen to it for 6 hours and don't feel like total shit in the end. I mean, it's still it is like I said, not the nicest thing to hear or read about the whole time, but it is just important. And like I said, just the way he talks about stuff, it's just great. It is also entertaining because it has a little bit of humor in it. Of course, you kind of notice that it is his first. It was his first book. Just the way some things were written, and it was a little bit. I wouldn't say chaotic, but it was sometimes hard to keep up with the actual adventure. So what he was actually doing, because he kind of jumped from topic to topic a bit. But kind of you can get over it because it's like one of the best things in regards of education around that topic that I've heard so far. So I can totally recommend it if you're somewhat able to understand a bit of German. You can check it out. And he's also got a YouTube channel. Again, it's just Robert Marc Lehmanns is his name. I have it in the YouTube description as well, I think his name. And yeah, really, he's just starting to push out more YouTube content and doing live streaming, just talking about stuff. He's just an expert, and it's just nice listening to someone that is actually an expert, but doesn't like totally talk like one. He can just explain things very simple with easy words, and that's just what I really enjoyed. But he can also go into detail, but yeah, but it's nice. Yeah, like super easy to get into, I would just say, into the topic. And like I said, it's not the nicest one, but I think it is important that kind of like everyone at least like knows of stuff going on and can just and then you're able to make your own decisions. Like you don't have to change your whole life because of it, but maybe just tweaks some or two, like one or two things in your life that you're feeling comfortable with changing, just in regards of animals, the environment, and stuff like that. But that's the thing that he also, what my opinion is as well, and what he always says is, you just don't have to be like perfect. But maybe there are one or two things that you just never thought about that harm the environment, or just things you could do to make a difference, and you just never thought about it. And yeah, just listening to experts like him just really helped just seeing it, because you can only change stuff if you know about it and know that things are a problem. And I'm just trying to select another song or start it again, but now sometimes these VR controls are a little bit strange. But yeah, look at this dude. Looks like an explorer to me, like an adventure. He's going on an adventure, and I think it's coming across. And now I'm just gonna try to build. one more thing, being the actual camera. So I'm just gonna phase it out like this. From time to time I forget that I can use the thicken and thin tool. That's like working quite well right here. Oh man. I'm working with cameras quite a lot, or have it in my hands quite often, but now that it is time to draw one in VR, it seems like I can't remember how these things look. It's alright. So, just gonna put up some buttons right here. Make it smaller right here. Yeah, so I'm just gonna spread some buttons that might be on there somewhere. But you won't see it, the whole thing in that much detail, so it don't have to be like super concerned about it. I'm just gonna add like this screen back here. And now I just try to paint this thing right here. It's super colorful. See, I think I might just start like this and just go up in front and just make it, it's like super big. How am I gonna do that? I'm just gonna start off by doing this one thing like this, just getting bigger and bigger just a bit. So I'm just like this, putting it up front, getting a little bit bigger, getting one step big again, and I think that's it. I think that is quite close to what it could look like, and now I'm just gonna paint across these sides. So it's like a little bit of the lens covering. I'm just gonna put in some dark colors right here. Oh, it doesn't really look like what it's supposed to, but he has it just because it's like camouflage stuff that he's having right here, so it's pretending like it's wood or something like that. So I'm just gonna try to mimic that in any way, so I'm just gonna put some random stuff up here. Yeah, and I think that's getting at least getting the idea across that is that it's kind of that there is a pattern. I think that's that's gonna work at least a bit. Just trying to grab some of these colors. Yeah, but it's looking quite alright so far. Just like that. Yeah, we kind of have it there. I think that's gonna work. I mean, what I'm gonna do right now is a little bit like of a wrong thing to do, because I think you wouldn't want, if you have like this thing that's trying to like actually like blend into the environment. I think it is one thing that is key to that, that these patterns just just don't repeat. I think that is actually one thing that would be important if you were designing something like that. But I think we can all just pretend that it actually is a random pattern I'm putting on right here. When I look at it here, it seems like I put it in random places at least. Everything is just floating around. Alright, but just actually this time I really don't mind about like intersections right here. But just because I can say that this is useful so that the pattern doesn't repeat. But I think that looks quite alright. Alright. I'm just gonna grab the thing here and put it in another group. It's gonna be my camera. Gonna call it cam because the stuff that's gonna be called camera should be actual cameras in the scene later on. If I'm just gonna this is looking quite alright. I really am happy with it so far. Just like this. I really have to take a closer look at what is actually causing this tracking issues right here. But now it's not appearing, even though I'm just looking straight into the light. Yeah, which should be another problem. But yeah. I'm getting there. So there he is. I'm just gonna... What I want to do is like match the color of the beard a little bit more. I just want to do that as a last step. Have it a little bit more brown. Luckily I can quite easily select it. these, like the stuff right here, but now not quite sure. Not picking up. I think that is alright here. I'm just gonna stay with that. I'm just going to go on a little bit lighter side right here because I want to fade it just a bit, and here as well. All right. I think that looks quite nice. I really like the beginning of that. So I'm just gonna sketch out the rest of the scene real quick. So, let me see. So we're gonna have the rhino standing right here. So it's actually gonna be like this. I have to check how big this thing actually is. That is something I could have done researching the whole thing, but it's gonna be there. And it's gonna have his little horn, because they actually this thing I think actually didn't have a horn because, or like a big horn, because they actually like how you call it? I don't know the word in English. As always, what is it called? Like they just not like they're cutting it, but they like sanding it down. Is it with sandpaper? Do you call it sanding it down? I think so. They kind of sand it down just so that this this rhino won't get killed by anyone trying to kill it for his horn, because it's not there, and therefore it is useless for people that want to sell something like that. And that's why my rhino won't have like a big horn. It's just gonna have like a little bit of a stump on the top. But yeah, I just want to have him hide behind some bushes right here. So it's just gonna be like inside this environment right here. So just like this. And then behind him there's gonna be like these trees everywhere. And I'm just want to have the rhino staying there, and maybe he's it came out of like this path right here, so there's just a little bend stuff, and then down here just gonna get just tight, so we don't have like this much stuff around it. So I'm just gonna be something like this, and you can then maybe hide behind here as well. So there are gonna be like some plants around everywhere, just like that. And then you can just experience it as well, this situation. We're just down here and there's this animal just waiting for you to discover it. And just one last fix before I end the stream for today. Alright, I won't do a last fix for today. This gonna take a little bit more time, I think, to have like a little bit of a nicer ear. Yeah, so I'm just gonna jump back out of VR and actually let me do one thing. I'm just gonna record just gonna put out the sketches, and I'm gonna try to make a quick render. So I want it to be for my story. Be great if you had like some proper values, like here just having 50 millimeter preset. That would be great. And if that thing would just start in the middle, I'm always resetting. But hey, maybe in the next updates there will be some changes. And let me just position this around him right here. And just going to put this right here as well. And now I just want to... Alright, I have to do it custom. 1080. By 1920. Nice. Then I'm just gonna move it. Just like this. And put some keyframes on the position right here. Just have it flowing motion. Just gonna have it two seconds, or let's say 3 seconds. To have it from here to here. Then another 3 seconds. It's gonna be a 180-degree rotation. At 9 seconds, let's do another flip. And at 12, the rotation is over. Alright. Now I'm just gonna put it in a group actually again, and just put it in a sequence, and I'm just can rotate around it a little bit longer. So I have my full 15 seconds that I need. And let's see how that looks like. I like the new monitor feature. And it's not that great, but it's just because of the position. I just have to. It was not a good idea. I'm just gonna move the group back just a bit. Yeah, that's gonna be alright. Nice. Okay, tracking lost again. Just gonna save one more time. Go back. Just move it back just a little bit more so that I can add some text. Just gonna render it out. Right here. Just gonna extend the duration, of course, to 15 seconds. Render it out. Yeah, and while we're waiting, it's not gonna take that long, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm switching back. For the last words, I'm just gonna switch back to my PC setup. And, yep. Everything's done. So I'm just gonna hit save one more time. Quit Quill. And, yeah, see you in a second. Seems like that wasn't a short break. But yeah, I'm back. And yeah, just hoped you enjoyed watching this thing today. Thanks for being here. And I'm just gonna continue in the next couple of days. When I have some time, I just gonna try to finish the whole thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it like really in that week, but we'll see. Yeah, so thanks again for everyone that has been here today. I hope you had a little bit of fun. And yeah, I hope I'll see you in the next one. And yeah, I'm just gonna post what I did today on Instagram as well. You can see it right there. And it's just my name. You can find me there, Nino Bachmann, that's it. And you can find me on Instagram, on Twitch and YouTube, where you might be watching this right now. I'm trying to do a little bit more content in the next couple of months. Let's see how that goes. And yep, thanks for being here. And that's it for today. Bye.